So in this segment, we're going to be talking about Britain's uncontrolled sewage dumps may breach the Brexit trade deal, warns the EU. So we previously covered about how the French are super angry about the sewage dumps. Not funny, I know, shouldn't laugh too much. But, you know, they're arguing it's impacting French biodiversity and the waterways, and people may get sick of this stuff if you eat certain kinds of fish, etc. So it's very dangerous. Britain's uncontrolled dumping of sewage in the English Channel and North Sea could breach the terms of the Brexit deal, the EU has warned. So a load of French MEPs have kind of kicked up a fuss about this, and I think rightly so. A senior official at the European Commission has now revealed that there are concerns about the sewage problems, warning that the trade deal covers protection and preservation of the marine environment. And this could be another thing they add to the lawsuit against us that they already have. Veronica Manfredi from the Commission's Environment Department told MEPs there were deep concerns regarding these UK uncontrolled discharges and their possible effects on the marine environment and on fisheries. Speaking to the EU Parliament's Fisheries Committee, one that Nigel Farage I think was on at one point, she said wastewater pollution can also threaten human health through the consumption of contaminated seafood. I remember reading a story, there was some people in the UK, they had the shellfish, which I don't think was purified, and they got very sick from eating it. And in a hint, the Commission was considering legal action. Ms. Manfredi pointed to part of the Brexit trade deal, which makes it clear this non-regression obligation covers the protection and preservation of marine environment. So essentially, she's showing the bits that that apply to this specific situation. You have Nathalie, French people's names I suck at, president of the delegation to the UK, to the EU-UK Parliamentary Partnership Assembly, claiming the UK had violated the principle of non-regression on environment protection levels agreed on the trade deal. And I don't know if we have actually regressed in a legislative point of view. I'm not 100% sure if they did pass any legislation to make it more lax. I think it's existing legislation that's the problem when it comes to sewage discharges. But then again, you know, these water companies did complain that they couldn't get certain chemicals in because of Brexit. And I think the government gave them a pass, which ultimately could make sense as to kind of the regression bit of it, that these water companies are meant to be putting in chemicals to clean out the water rather than just dumping raw sewage straight into, fresh waterways. A DEFRA spokesperson said it was simply not true that we've exempted ourselves on the strict targets of water quality. You got this DEFRA person saying the Environment Act has made our laws even stronger on water quality than when we were in the EU. I mean, that's a load of nonsense. Let's be honest, that's absolute nonsense. You got 50 beaches that have been closed. The 11 largest companies monitored by regular Ofwat are together facing tens of millions of pounds in financial penalties for last year's failings amid growing anger over pollution. And no doubt their shareholders will still get, fat stacks of cash. You even got this one, English beaches sewage dumps are not monitored properly, data shows, and this is just from, a couple of weeks ago at best. So what that tells you is they're not even monitoring properly the sewage dumps. They're not monitoring properly the sewage dumps. So what that means is they don't actually know how much is being dumped in the water, and the quantities of sewage being dumped in the water. So for them to argue that we're up to higher standards now is simply not true. But anyways, I'm going to leave it there. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, comment, share, subscribe, support the channel on Patreon if you can. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one.